Okay, all right. All right, appreciate y'all coming out. Really good day's work. Had some heat out there. Guys got after it. The guys competed. Been doing a good job all camp competing. It was exciting to see some of the fire the guys had today. So.
What do you think about the way Tyler Goodson has responded to Cadence and Herbert being here?
Goody's a pro that I've seen get better every week and every year since he's gotten here. He's really had a nice off season into training camp. And when you're a running back, you got to take advantage of your opportunities when the pads are on, because when the pads are off, it's not quite running the football like it would be in a game, or when the pads are on. And Goody is hitting runs and playing with some physicality and catching the ball well and picking up blitzes and just making the most of his opportunities. So he's been great around the group, around the locker room. A really good guy for our team. And he's working really hard, and you can see that paying off.
Is his burst through the hole kind of his carrying trait?
Well, it's certainly something he does really well. Yeah, he when he sees the opening, right? Sometimes those running backs, they're reading a certain guy or a certain gap or something. Once he sees that opening, boy, he hits it, and that's what you want out of the backs. No hesitation. Turn it on and hit the gas, and he's got some pretty good gas, so he's doing a nice job right now.
He told us to finish the practice on that 2 minute or minute and a half, whatever it was. To see your guys, Anthony, go down there, you got to be kind of pleased with that.
Yeah, very encouraging. It's been a camp with some ups and downs. Lou's defense, our guys on defense they're throwing some haymakers at us, and they've won a few of those battles. And today our guys sort of answered back. We hit a few big passes and big runs, and made a few plays when it was needed. Good to see that. I'm sure the guys are fired up to go out there and take advantage of those opportunities, because they work so hard. They go through all these routes. Nobody's watching. Nobody's looking at them. You have it show up in a big moment. There's a big blitz coming, and you throw the ball up to Josh Downs, or you throw the ball up to whoever, and those guys go make the play. It's really encouraging for us as a staff, and I'm sure it's a confidence-building situation for all our guys.
Why do you think the light has kind of come on a little bit throughout camp for A.D. Mitchell? And also, I noticed throughout camp today, he's always talking to somebody about a route, about a play or something. So what are you saying from that aspect as well?
Yeah, AD's had a really, really good run here of late. He's had some different competition, what with going against Baltimore and our guys. We're trying to give him just about the entire route tree to let him try all those routes out and see what he's really comfortable with, and what he's really good at, and what he can sort of work on to improve. And that's a part of the second question. He's always sort of talking about how to get open, how to run a route versus certain leverage or versus certain coverage. He's pretty good for a young guy, especially about coming back and asking the quarterbacks, hey, what did you think about that? I might have done something that maybe the rules say I shouldn't have released that way, but I won on it. Is the quarterback okay with it? So that's part of a young receiver becoming a veteran receiver, is learning what the quarterback's like, so you can, when you do get open, that ball's where you want it. He's doing a nice job. He's really talented. We're excited about the future with AD.
The competition, the quarterback competition seems close from our vantage point. Is this what you expected? Did you think? I don't think you thought one guy would run away with this thing, right?
Yeah, these guys are both good players that have played good football in this league, and we expect them to come out and compete really, really hard. And we expected competition to bring out the best in both of them, and that's what we're seeing. Hey, it hasn't been perfect here, there, whatever, right? We get our pluses and our minuses, but the guys each run a different group, different periods of the day, and shoot, they're competing to score as many points as they can with that group, or move the ball as much as they can, or whatever the success is in that drill. I think it is raising the level of each of them, so it's good to see. It's good for our offense, and then the better they're playing, the better the guys around them are playing, and that's they're feeding off each other. That's been really good to see.
How do you feel like Anthony has grown and responded ever since the issue with his pinky?
Yeah, he's done a nice job the last few days. He's been working through different things. Obviously, we're coaching him up on all sorts of different stuff, like we do every position and every time of the year. But he's doing a nice job, really answering the bell today with some really big drives. We had opportunity to hit some big ones. He hit some big ones. He led the team down the field. Sort of when a play needs making, we're looking at who's going to go make it. And Anthony made a few of those today that were really, really exciting, really encouraging.
Jimbo, what's the importance of cadence for a quarterback, and what do you do when you've got two quarterbacks kind of sharing a spot?
Yeah, great question. It is important for our whole offense. If you're very, very predictable, the defensive line loves that. They get off the ball, and the offensive line hates that. And if the offensive line hates something, then the quarterback hates something, because that pocket gets a little bit nasty. So we try to mix and match our cadence. We try to keep the defense off guard, but we're trying to also play with some rhythm. When you have two quarterbacks, they have to really sort of make sure that the rhythmic nature of their cadence sort of fits the either offensive line that they're working with, either receiver group that they're working with. So it's been something that you always have to work on, making sure it kind of sounds the same to everybody and sounds the same from everybody. It's important to us. We have not been perfect at it. It's something we're working to improve with sort of the discipline of all the false starts and things like that when we do have them. But guys are working through their cadence. We are mixing it up a little bit, trying to keep our defense off
The
guard.
offensive line has to be able to feel where he's going, but the defensive line can't. Is that simplified version?
Yeah,
of
I mean, hey, the cadence, we always say the cadence is a weapon, right? Hey, offensively, we break the huddle. We know the cadence. We know when the ball is going to be snapped. The defense does not. Let's use that against them. But sometimes we might have just taught a brand new play and somebody up front has made sure that they remember their adjustment versus a certain defensive look, and they just forget that we changed the cadence. So it's something we're always working through, a little push-pull for our guys.
Will Mallory's had a good couple of days. What have you seen from him specifically in those last few days, but also just throughout camp of how he's kind of stepped up and expanded his game?
Yeah, I see his route running getting better and better and better, and I see him going up and really high pointing the ball with a lot of success. He's going up and getting those things, which in turn helps the quarterbacks feel confident to throw that ball up. Sometimes at tight end you might be covered, but he's a pretty tall, long guy. Quarterbacks throw that ball up. He goes up and gets it. He's been running pretty good routes in this camp too, which has helped him having to make some of those contested catches because he's been open a little bit more. So it all works together. Will's having a really nice camp. We're excited about his future.
Are you pretty much beyond the point of treating Tyler Warren like a rookie?
Well, I think it's really important that you understand where guys are at in their career. So he's doing a good job picking up all the stuff we have to pick up, and for a lot of rookies, the mental learning part of that thing can be a challenge. He's done a really nice job with that. It's important for us to make sure we don't overload him with so much information because he's doing such a nice job. We do need to keep a reminder in our own heads of where he's come from, how long he's been playing, but he's doing a great job. We'll kind of keep pushing him as much as he can take. We'll keep pushing him, all right?